Hey everybody, today I want to talk a couple little kits, if you want to call them that. I would be doing this outside, but it's like 30 degrees. I've been out there all day, it's cold, so I'm here by my little redneck stove, warming up and watching the West Virginia Baylor game. But anyway, this one, I found this is one of the kids' pencil cases from last year. You know, it's pretty rugged little pencil case. But I found it and set it back thinking, well, what could I use it for? Then I'm going to use it to keep my 22 ammo in there. You know, there's a 100 round there, and there's two 50s, 50 boxes here. And that fits perfect, 200 rounds. And I still got plenty of room. You know, if I want to put some loose or a cleaning rag or something like that, I can, or a cleaning brush for the 22, you know, I put it in there. You know, I tried some other high caliber rounds, but I couldn't fit that many in there, so, you know, I would have to put them in loose and it'd make too much noise. But this right here would work for, you know, if you got a 22 like I do. I have a 22 rifle. You know, I got a Marlin 22, and that's my squirrel gun, you know. But that's just an ideal I threw out. This other one, I got this pouch last year, flea market, I think. It's got the belt loops, some kind of military pack. It's got some kind of writing. Let me get down here. Whatever that means, I have no idea. But it's some kind of military pouch, but I'm not using it for that. Okay, let me get these out. I have a spool of fishing line. Six bait holder snelled hooks. They're size 6, and there's 6 in there. Pretty good size, getting some small fish. I got some small split shots, and I got some bigger split shots. I got my Leatherman, and I've got, I think there's 12 snares here, I do believe, but they're different gauge wire here. You can see, like, let me get up here, like this one's good for like squirrels and rabbits, you know, so is this one, but there it is. This one is a thicker gauge, and that will be better for like possums, raccoons, groundhog, you know, something bigger than a squirrel or a rabbit. You can see the and this is just picture frame wire. I mean, you can pick this up at any store, make it anywhere between you know, if you're going to put it on a post. I done a video on there. You know, you can make them from 16 inches up to 30 inches, you know, long. However long you need, what you think you can use. There's 12 of those there. Oh, there's another snare there. And I have my floating trout line. It's got 25 hooks, but the hooks are a lot bigger. Now what I could do, if I was like in a little creek, something like that, little stream, you know, I can get I have my hobo fishing pole that I made with my PVC pole I made with me, or I could get you know, a stick and put some line on there and bait it up and fish like that, or I can use, let me get this, some trout line. It's 260 feet and 113 pound test. I got it at Ollie's for $1.99, but I could use this, put these however so, say like what, 18 inches, 2 foot, something like that, across the small creek, and use some bigger split shots to kind of weight it down so it wouldn't float so bad, and make me a small trout line to go across like small creeks and stuff like that, instead of using this for like rivers and lakes or ponds or something like that to get the bigger fish. If I just wanted to get a, set it and get some smaller fish, I can make me, a 4-footer or a 5-footer, how long ever the creek is, how wide the creek is, and do it like that. Bait, you're going to find bait. There's worms, there's grubs, there's bugs. You can, even in the wintertime, if you dig deep enough, you're going to find a bait. So I'm not worried about getting bait. And this is a rat trap that I secured it with some bank line, so I can, after I set it, I can tie it to a tree or a rock or whatever, and if something gets in it and it struggles and it tries to run off, if it gets away, if the animal gets away, that's no, that's a loss, but it ain't that big deal. But if it runs with my trap and I lose my trap, that's a bigger deal. But like I said, you can get one of these little small containers, fill it with peanut butter, or if you forget it or you run out, you can always use nuts that you find or berries, crush them up, bait it up, and you could, this would be good for like chipmunks, river rats, squirrels, something for a quick meal. You get a couple of these and set them up, but I just have one. But I also have a small one. Let me get this out of the way. And I've done the same thing. I secured it. And this is to get little mice, where you can do for two things. You can use it for bait, for your snares over there. You can bait it to bring the animals in. Or if you're in a desperate situation, you can eat small mice. You just gut them, throw them on the fire, cook them with a fur on there until everything's done. Cook them real good. But if you're hungry enough, you can eat them. I've ate them. They're a different taste. That's the only thing I can say. You need to try it. Excuse me. But I got these two just for that. And this right here, if you get some, say like a head of a mouse or some guts, and you put on here, and if you're around a snaky area, and a snake comes up to get it, this will get a snake. And what's a snake? When this goes down across the snake, it's going to coil around this. It might not be dead when you get there, but all you got to do is take your knife, cut the head off, and snake meat's good. I had it. It's snake meat is really good, especially rattlesnake, because it's thicker and it's more flaky. It's real good. But this kit right here, I was thinking about, keeping as a whole, and actually strapping it onto my bug out bag. Like I said, if I was at camp and I wanted to go do some fishing or hunting, all I had to do was grab the bag, put it across my belt, put my belt through it, have it on my side and go. And, I can set snares, I can fish, I can set, my little traps, I can set my trout line, I can set a small trout line. I can set 2 or 3 of these because there's 6 of them here. And, that's possible 6 small 4-foot or 5-foot trout lines. But I'm seriously thinking about keeping this and putting it on my bug out bag. Like I said, I'm one of these ones, I have a first aid kit, and it's good. I don't need to make any more first aid kits, but I'm always trying to make something that I can get that's going to give me food. I have ways of boiling water if need be. That's not a problem. There's water around. I can boil it. I can purify it. I can drink it. Food is the problem. You run out of food. A lot of people say, oh, you can do without food. Yeah, you can do without food, but you get weak and you don't want to do anything. And it makes it harder. But, if I can get a river rat, at least one river rat a day, that's meat going into my body. That's protein. That's calories. And with this stuff, I have a chance of getting more and more, so I don't get weak. and my family don't go hungry and get weak. If it's just one meal a day, that's a meal in you. That's better than not having none. But like I said, I'm seriously considering keeping this as a whole and putting it on my bug out bag. That way I know I have it if I'm at camp and I don't have to carry my bag. You know, I just throw that on my belt loop and go. You know, I got a PVC fishing pole I made. Um, I can use that as well. And I got, like in my bug out bag, I got more snares, and I can always set up more snares. And but this would do in a pinch, I think. I think you have a lot of options here to get you food. And you know, you can find you a bag, put you something like this together. I mean, it's not expensive to do. You know, a couple bucks. You know, you can go to the Dollar Tree and get 6 of these for $1. And I found these at the flea market. They were actually 6 for $1. I think I paid like $5 for the trout line. A couple bucks, you know, $1 a piece for the snare. I mean the sinkers, and you know, a couple bucks for the fishing line and the picture frame wire. You know, it's not total. That might be $10, $11, $12, something like that. And you have enough there. You have options to get you food. But anyway, hope you guys like it, and I'll see you on the next one. Everybody be safe and stay warm. Bye.